Anyway, let's get even smaller. Oh, this is fun, this one. Okay, see this wire? See this wire? A little bit bulky. Let's see. There's a camera on the end of this wire. Oh no. What's going on? It's just a wire. Where's the camera? The camera is right here. It is absolutely titchy. It is a tiny, and that little thing on the side, that's a microphone. It has sound as well. This is a, oh, it doesn't even have a name. I just called it, I Googled it, and I got Micro Cmos camera. Okay. Now this thing is so bloody tiny. Let's get the main camera. That's not the main camera. Let's get the overhead camera on so we can see a little bit better. That's how small it is. Let's put a penny. Oh, it's an American penny. Never mind. That's a US 1 cent coin, and that's the camera. In fact, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on here. There we go. Look at that. Look how tiny weeny that camera is. Now, what do you do with a camera this small? And I feel like the guy in Spinal Tap way. Oh, don't tempt me. What do you do with a camera this small? Well, unfortunately, this is what you do with it, according to eBay, which is that you can hide it even inside a screw. You can hide this thing inside a screw, and there you go. That's how small it is. You can hide it behind a screw, and then very, very naughty people would then go, oh no, I'm not on the, where's my main camera going? Here it is. Yeah, very naughty people would hide this thing inside their, I don't know, somewhere where they're not supposed to. Very naughty. I'm not the type of person who does that, but unfortunately in researching this thing, I found all sorts of spy cam nonsense going on. So let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, not me. Let's have a look at something you can film with this. Now, the thing about this camera, this tiny little camera, is that you can put it in places where you can't usually put a camera. And that is the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this. What I did was I stuck it, as you can see in this picture, I stuck it on the end of a little cocktail stirrer. And that way I could hold it and put it into places where cameras were not used to going. No, I didn't put it up my bum. What I did, this is my Super 8 projector, one of my crappy Super 8 projectors. And I decided I want to film the workings of this thing, of this Super 8 projector. So, as you can see here, with the camera on the end of a little stick, I stuck it right into the workings of this Super 8 projector. Yes, Super 8 did find a way to make it onto the show. And here's the inside of the Super 8 projector. As it's running, very dangerous thing to do, don't do this. As you can see, it's all a bit out of focus. Yes, so what are we going to do about that? Well, you can't see it very well on this picture, but there's a lens there. I've paused it. There's a little lens there, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you my tiny lens. I believe I got this thing in a cracker. I swear to God, I got it in a cracker. It sits, I guess it sits like that, and you can put something underneath and you can look through it. I keep every lens I ever have. So I put that lens. Let's go back to the screening and show what's going on. Oh dear, it started at the beginning. So yeah, after I put the lens in front of that camera, just holding it there, put the lens in front of the camera, and what do you know? It worked. It actually made everything sharper. I got some great shots. Look at this next one. Look at this next shot. That's amazing. Look at that. That's great. I'm speechless at how good that shot is. I mean, and this thing's whizzing around, all in focus. And that's kind of what these cameras are used for. They put them in inaccessible places. My mate, Mr. X, he does motion control rigs, and he puts these little cameras all over them so he can see from a distance exactly how each part of it is functioning. Great stuff. Now, okay, we're going to go on a little tangent here. We're going to go on a tangent here because I noticed that the spinning wheel on this thing was when I filmed it with my DSLR. This is being filmed with the DSLR right here. And my DSLR can adjust its frame rate from 25 frames per second to all the way down to like for just a few frames a second. And as I decreased the 25 frames a second, that thing started that thing that was moving behind the spinning thing. 19. Look at that! It slows down and then it stops. And then as I go below 18 frames a second, it starts to move the other way. So that's like a moving bolt thing. That's the claw of the Super 8 camera. And you can get it to actually kind of stop, to look like it stops. There. Yeah. Which looks great. I know that when moving objects, when you film them at certain frame rates, they look like they're not moving. And then I adjusted the speed of the projector. Anyway, I spent hours messing around with that. That was fun. That was really fun. In fact, it was so fun. I'm going to show you that bit again, just that little bit. So it's moving really fast. And I just changed the frame rate of the camera, not the little tiny camera. And look, it just going round, and then it just kind of, wow. Oh my God. 17 frames per second. Why isn't everyone doing this? Why isn't everyone just spending their entire free time messing around with video cameras and Super 8 cameras? I guess I could have shot that with Super 8. T.O. Manny says, looks awesome. Damn right it looks awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more with that. I'm gonna film other moving cyclical objects and see if I can just change the movement of them. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, so I've hooked this thing up so we can actually get a live picture through it. What do I need to power this thing? Well, I need a 12 volt. It says between 5 volts and 12 volts battery. This is the same battery, believe it or not, that powers my Bolex H16EL camera. It's amazing. 12 volts will power a bloody massive 16mm camera, or if you just plug it into this thing, it'll power this tiny little thing. So let's plug it in and we'll see what we got. Let's see what we can do. So just plug that into there. Switch it on. Okay. All right. Now let's get this horrific chroma key off and we'll see what else we got. Okay, get that slideshow off. There it is. Okay. So here is my tiny little camera. This is a tiny little wee camera, which I could, if I wanted to, I could put it up my nose, but I think most of my viewers would desert me. This is actually, this is interesting. This is a bit behind the scenes. While I'm talking to you, this is actually what I look at during these shows. There's OBS and another screen and a sound mixer over here. This is not exactly exciting because any camera can do this. All right, I'll put it up my nose. No, I won't. I'll put it in my ear. Well, I won't put it in my ear because I've got headphones in my ear. But there you go. That's woo. See, I look a lot worse on this tiny little camera than and there's my mic. So there you go. All right, I think we've seen enough. So you can have a lot of fun with this tiny little mic. Just don't spy on anyone. I mean, there's a bunch of perverts who've just been enabled by this technology, and I got to say, guys, and it's mostly guys, just give it a rest. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Oh, got myself hiccups now. All right, so that's the Micro Cmos camera. How much do they cost? Let's see how much they cost. There we go. Micro Cmos camera, 1.8mm, £9.55. Good God, £9.55. So that's a tenner. That thing costs the same as the same as this thing. Same as this thing. Look, there's progress for you. as my mate Niall would say. There's progress. It went from this to this. And pretty soon these things will be so damn small that, you know, it'll fall out your pocket.